The Spanish almost didn't make that final after a really tough race 5, but once they crept in there, they definitely took that opportunity. I'm going to head on in and see if I can grab someone and see what that victory means to the team. Flo, what an amazing victory for your team. What do you think was special about your team today to take the win?
I think we were sort of taking it race by race, keeping it easy, and yeah, obviously we're dreaming big since the beginning, but we know that everything can happen at SailGP, and we had one bad race and we were not sure whether we're going to make it to the final or not.
They used up just about every inch of this course and all the luck they may have had, but it looks like Spain will make it into their very first event final in SailGP.
But then we just made it and we were full of confidence because we knew like whoever would win the start and maybe get off foiling past Mark 1 could be winning, and that was us. So we made many things right and happy to come out with the win.
And how will the team celebrate?
I mean, actually, when we had to celebrate, we're like, okay, we don't know how to celebrate. It's the first time we have to celebrate, so how do we do this? Okay, nobody's read the playbook, but yeah, it's okay. We got the instructions and it went well. We just, kept it natural and enjoying it still.
We'll hopefully see you for another win later this season, huh?
Yeah, we go step by step. Thank you.
Thanks, Flo.
Thank you.
We also caught up with the Spanish driver, Diego, in the mix zone.
It was quite an emotional day today. We got off a very good start with a race win in the first race, a perfect start. And then on the second one, we didn't manage to start well, and we were struggling with the penalties with the French. We couldn't take them off, and we lost heaps there. At the end, we managed to pass a boat. We knew we needed to pass a boat.
If they can get to the gate in the time limit here, then they will get the points. Pressure on, it's a race against the clock for Diego Botín and the crew now.
Keep your eye on the clock, keep your eye on Spain. They're about 150 meters away and they've got about a minute to get it done.
I think they're going to do it, Todd.
To be honest, after the finish, we didn't know that we made it to the final. And yes, when we knew we made it to the final, we knew that in those conditions, doing a good job, we could win. And we got in a big lull at the end of the last downwind. And yeah, the Danish and the Aussies were coming foiling from behind with the gust.
Gone the right way for pressure here.
And sometimes, yeah, I mean, there was some tension there because if they managed to foil all the way through, they would have passed us. But yeah, we just focused on staying on the pressure, and after that we managed to stay there, so super happy.
A solid performance by the Danish team all weekend, and it looked like they were going to steal the victory off the Spanish. I'm going to jump in and see if I can talk to their strategist, Katja, because there's been a few little kit upgrades for them and see if they felt it useful this weekend.
Let's go.
Katja, that final was super intense from my view. How was it on your boat?
Yeah, really intense. It always, like, when it's no wind, it feels like even more intense than when it's high up there. It's just so many things can happen and you got to be alert. And then when you see something, it's actually hard to reach, you know, the other end of the course like that. So it was pretty intense.
Well, there was another upgrade this weekend for the strategists. You guys had a phone screen giving you extra data as well as a little touchpad. Can you talk us through that?
Yeah, so we now have a panel where we have some buttons where we can help sailing the boat fast. That's pretty cool. But that we also got a screen where we can follow the data more closely, and we can also see the live view, the helicopter view. So I think it will be really good. It's just in the version 1 right now, but when we get some personal data, it can be really valuable.
And do you in the Women's Pathway program help develop those sort of things?
Yeah, we were all a part of developing and trying to figure out the best way to get more data and to be more included in the sailing.
Well, so close to a win. I'm sure it's coming for your team, and I can't wait to talk to you when it does.
Thank you, you too.
Thanks, Katja. Another strong performance by the Australia SailGP team. I know they're going to be disappointed that they didn't win another event, but they're still at the top of the leaderboard. They had a pretty rough day. They had some issues with their jib. They were catching kelp on their foils, so I'm going to head on in and see if I can grab them and see how they felt their day went. Well, Kinley, third. I mean, it's still a good result, but how's the team feeling?
We're pretty down, to be honest. We were sailing pretty well all weekend, and yeah, just amateur hour in the last race.
You were foiling on that last run. The Spanish were stopped in the water. Do you think that you might have a chance to catch them?
Yeah, I think we would have. Unfortunately, we just got a little bit greedy and went over the boundary, and took a long time to wipe the penalty. So it was a shame because we were looking pretty famous there, and then it all went away from us.
Well, you had issues with the jib and then you had some weed issues as well, but you got a little bit of inventive out there, we heard on the broadcast.
We had a little weed stick on board. We popped the hull out of the bottom mark and saw that we had quite a lot of weed on the foil, so managed to get it off just in time for the tack.
That's it for the debrief. A huge congratulations to Spain for that momentous victory. We will see you for the France Sail Grand Prix in Saint-Tropez in September.